everybody, and welcome back to Nick and Sergio's Fun Watch List. I am Nick.
I'm Sergio.
And we are back. We are back here talking about a wildly, deeply chaotic episode of Solo Las
chaotic episode. This is insane. This entire season seems to it's going in the direction of being chaotic.
Do you think that's just the nature of All-Stars seasons, especially shorter ones? It's like we've got to make a lot of drama happen in a shorter period of time.
I think so, but also I don't think that they would need it. You know, I think that we're all seeing the talent. That's what we want to see,
especially for an All-Star season.
Yeah. You know, so I don't know what, but I agree with you that maybe because it's shorter, they have to make it more chaotic.
Turtle, do you want to be in this episode? Come here and say hi to the people. This is your moment. Have it. Come here. Yeah, yeah, Turtle. Look, you're on the show. Do you desire fame?
No.
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about the chaos beat by beat. Why don't we just start at the beginning of the episode? Yes. We've got our normal gold star placement. Sirena is putting her gold star up. We're putting up some pink stars. Georgie is putting on her Mario Party gold star.
Which she purposely removed to put again. That was very funny.
Yes, very cute. Everyone's having fun with the stars. Last week, Guajardo kissed hers and it came off on her sticky lips.
That was very funny. I enjoy seeing it.
What are Casi Lamas from last week? It's Soronasti
and Rudy Reyes.
Oh, and Rudy Reyes. Yes, I forgot for the grenade ponytail, even though grenades are not on ropes.
Fiasco that happened.
There's a little bit of buzz in the workroom before Aviesk even comes in that maybe some cliques are forming. Maybe there's some alliances.
There's some alliances that come from the exterior world and they're showing themselves now.
Do we think it could come into play in this very episode, Sergio?
I mean, based on what we saw, it looks like it did.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Aviesk comes in. I really love this look on her. This is sort of a bubblegum space alien.
Yeah, this is very cute.
Love this color palette. And she announces that the challenge, of course, will be from season 4. And it's from episode 2, La Más Pintada.
Which is one of the best runways of the entire franchise.
I think famously.
Literally the entire franchise.
When we are trying to get our friends into La Más Draga and they've never seen any Mexican drag, we'll show them La Más Pintada.
Yes.
And we'll show them the Britney Spears musical.
Yes.
Because that's just how you get into it. And on top of that, we are also going to have a mega reto this week. And it's going to... We're having a Rusical. And I'm sure the Brunos would love that you called it that.
A musical.
What if they call it a Brusical?
I think that's what they call it.
Great.
They already call it that.
Well, I thought of it myself, even if it already was called that, so I'm proud of myself. As with the Britney Spears musical in the past, this one is going to be centered around a particular artist, and that
artist... So there's no story, it's just...
There's no story.
It's just like a musical, or it's just a karaoke.
It's karaoke, yeah. It's a series of numbers.
Yes.
It's dances to a singer very beloved in Mexico, Thalia.
Because they sang the real song this time, unlike Britney Spears where they changed the lyrics.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you because I know a few Thalia songs, but I don't know them well enough to know if the lyrics were changed. These were all just
word for word.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew a couple of these songs, not all of them.
And also it was weird because half of them had a backstory to a novela and then there was a song, but then
yeah, because there was Maria from the Barrio, right?
Yeah, Rudy Reyes had one, Madison Barrey had one.
Yeah, a couple of them had costume changes.
Sirena had that one. Yeah, three of them had the 3 novelas.
Well, they were
plus
the 3
a reveal
Marias.
to a song.
Okay, interesting.
So it was interesting.
I
don't know why them.
I mean, does that give them an advantage if they get to be one of the
That's
Marias?
what I was wondering. I was like, how do they pick that and who gets what?
Anyway, let's get into some of the production, some of the behind the scenes, how this Thalia musical came to be. It all starts with Yeyance Maldonado coming in. This is going to be the choreographer. He's been in previous musical episodes.
Yes.
Yeah. I remembered him. Everyone was excited to see him. I'm not saying I don't like Yeyance's choreo. I'm just saying he did lean a little hard on the let's take this girl and spin her around and throw her in the air.
It was interesting because some of them were very hard. Yeah. And then there were some that were like, okay, just do this with your hands. I'm looking at Soronasti.
And everyone else was doing fiesta flips and just flying up into the rafters and stuff. But I did like all of these numbers. We see them in the recording studio as well. They're getting assigned their songs.
We all see that none of them are singers.
Yeah, there's not a lot of singers this season. It's pointed out a couple of times.
But they gave it their best.
Yeah. Do you think you would do good in this challenge? Which Thalia song do you think you could sing best?
Ooh, I would have loved to somebody. No me enseñaste.
Why don't you
I wish I would have done
sing
that
us
song.
a few bars.
No me enseñaste. I don't want to do that.
No, do it. This is your moment. This is when you can be a star.
No me enseñaste cómo estar sin ti y que le explico.
That's pretty good.
Something like that. I forgot the lyrics, but that would be I think that would be one of my go-to lip sync songs.
Yeah, they didn't do that song. They didn't do that song.
No.
We go into the workroom, and we don't normally talk about the workroom, but I just wanted to talk about it because this was a drama-filled workroom, and what I appreciated is a lot of workrooms are just like one person is mad about one thing, and we're going to talk about it for about 15 minutes. And this actually bounced around. We got a little bit of drama. We checked in with the Georgie Madison drama. That's the only thing that's tiring me out.
Which seems to be escalating this episode.
I know, they're getting more mad.
And it's like, we have no context of what's happening. Literally no context. So if anyone would like to explain to us. Because I don't see any big anything leading up to this conflict.
Well, they've been voting for each other the whole season.
I know, but I don't get why.
Yeah. Madison brings up Soro Nasty's old YouTube show, which she did with Velveteen, right?
And Guajardo.
And we used to watch that occasionally together, and I didn't realize that was Velveteen until this got brought up this week. So I do know Velveteen a little from the past.
Sure.
What?
Sure, we've seen it together.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll tell the world.
You know that show better than me. Were they pretty shady on it?
They were pretty shady on it. I think they were one of the first recap shows that La Más Draga had. But I know that based on what we've seen from the beginning of this season, like they did not leave on good terms. So I know that going in, they were not going to be a clique. So I think the cliques are different. The cliques are like there was a tour that happened that it was like all the like mean girls of each season was in it. So it was Madison, Rudy Reyes.
Rudy Reyes is a mean girl?
I don't know. It was like, that's what it was called.
That was just the branding.
And Sirena. I think those are the three, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's the other one that got built that is Madison, Guajardo, Velveteen maybe? I forgot. They told us. I don't know. Guajardo told us in the episode.
Guajardo is definitely like over there with Velve, who's rightfully feeling a little ganged up on, and she's going through it this week. And I really felt for her in this workroom. I felt sad that she felt so isolated. Mm-hmm. Everyone was ganging up on her. But she got the last on Velveteen.
Again, I know that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny that everyone was ganging up on her
because she just like wanted to open up again, and it's like everyone's like, no, still no. It was just interesting to see that.
More interesting workroom than usual. How about that?
This is a more interesting workroom than we've seen in the past.
But we're here for the drag, the talent, the outfits, the costumes. Why don't we go over to the runway and check in with our returning host of the week? It's Roberto Carlo. We like Roberto, right?
It's so nice to see him, yes.
Yeah, he looks great. I like this weird kind of funky jacket he has with all these weird straps coming off of it. It's very
Nebula.
Dimensional. Nebula.
Or
yeah, like spacey.
Spacey.
Yeah.
But also like... What is that animal from the sea?
An anemone? An anemone?
Just the like transparent ones. I don't know why.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Got it.
But also like jellyfish. I don't know how, but in my head it does.
It feels like a jellyfish maybe if the jellyfish is scrunched up in amongst itself.
Yeah. Maybe... Sure.
Lola Cortez is back, and last week you said she looked like Yari. This week I think she looks a little like Raquel. This is like a Raquel.
No, this is a Yari Mejia look. If you look at
the
Mexa,
look, yes,
like Mexa.
Sure.
You know the music video?
Yes,
this
I love
is what
the
she's
video.
wearing in that video.
I know, but look at the wig. It's totally Raquel.
I think it's more no.
Anyway, she looks beautiful. And speaking of looking beautiful, we go over to Luis Torres, and this is the first time we're really seeing his regular face.
Yeah,
he's a very beautiful man.
We see the hat that does not match the color of the suit. They're two different reds.
Whoa, they are. This one has a pink tone to it.
Yeah.
We've got Joanne up here, red down here. Interesting. Luis, he's there. I like him. And then we go right into the musical. Our first performer is Georgiana, and she's doing the song Love Seduction. Do you know the song?
Amor, seducción. Yes. When she first walked out, I thought it was Soro Nasty because we couldn't really tell that it was her until she came out into the light. But for like a quick 10 seconds, I thought it was Soro Nasty.
Something about the way she painted her face tonight,
With the hair.
if you like cross your eyes, she looks just like Soro Nasty. And then I noticed later when Soro Nasty comes out for her number, she's totally wearing a Georgiana look. Yes. So I think
they
maybe
swapped for this episode.
Do you think they had a Freaky Friday?
Maybe.
Do you think they were backstage and Soro was like, "Ah, oh, Georgie, your life must be so easy," and then Georgie's like, "Oh, Soro, your life must be so easy," and then they like grabbed the same cup and they like changed bodies through the cup.
Maybe.
Do you think?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, she served. I think she was like really giving face and really performance, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the best beginning, like. Especially after her is a rough one, and then the one after that is Soro Nasty, which is also rough. But I feel like this is a solid one.
Did you like the move where she lays on the boys in the boys roll and she looks sort of like when you go to 7-Eleven and then it's
like the fact that she made that look good? Yeah, because it's a mess. That is a mess.
That move, every fucking local drag show tries to do that and it never works.
It never works.
Props to these boys, because what you really have to do is become an object and roll perfectly, and these boys rolled perfectly. Well done, boys. Our next performer is Guajardo, and she's doing the song Un Pacto Entre Los Dos, love song.
A little slower, more. Yeah. She was singing it more like rock and roll-y.
It's giving rock and roll vibe. It's giving like Gloria Trevi kind of vibes.
Yes, like Alejandra Guzman maybe.
I liked this human motorbike that they made.
I just feel I like that, but did she know the words? Like I feel like
I don't know the words, so I can't.
Trying to cover herself when she was singing, so it. And at the very end, she missed the like big closing statement to the song, and so she wasn't. Do you think she was like not really caring because she knew she wasn't getting critiqued because she was already eliminated?
But she's
like,
not
had a black star.
This is why I'm confused. She only has one black star, so she gets no critiques
at all.
No
critiques if you get
even if
black
one
star. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is why it doesn't make sense that you get 2 black stars unless it's for the lip sync, because she gets to lip sync next week, or not anymore because she won. So she got to lip sync today.
Yes.
And last episode.
Okay. Not confusing. I did think she had a surprisingly nice amount of energy at the end of this number. She was kicking around with that big feather headpiece on, and I was like, that's kind of a hard thing to do.
That she had to remove and put it again because they put it wrong on her.
They put it on
But that was more the dancer's fault.
Do you think?
Yes.
Okay, I know we were just complimenting the dancers, so now we say dancers, go fuck yourself. Maybe they'll get back up into our good graces by the end of the episode.
Maybe. We'll see.
Our next performer is Soro Nasty, and she's performing the song Amarillo Azul. I don't know this song either. Do you know this song? Do you like this song?
I don't know this song very well, actually. This is one of the songs that I was like, what is this? But she looked very cute. She had like lots of candy on her. It was cute. It
was very bubblegum. It was very Georgiana, very pink. This was another one with a lot of like launching into the air and I'm going to hold you up. And then she did the hand movements. Do you want to try and do the hand movements together?
It was like this, and then
Did you ever go to raves and do this one?
Yes. Yeah. With your hands.
Yeah. I thought this was not the best just because she doesn't have the best singing voice, but she did her choreo. She was up there. She looked cute.
She had fun.
Yeah, she had fun. We go next to Cifer doing Piel Morena. This was a big surprise to me because she's not like a pop girl.
She's not like a pop girl. She's not the best singer.
She's like a nerdy girl. She's like an artsy girl.
Yes.
So for her to do this pop star look so well.
Yes.
And you told me this faucet bra, this is a Talia look that exists. I thought the hair was great, and it didn't look like normal Cifer hair. It looked like she was in character. And this is the runway girl, so the fact that she's doing this well in the performance challenge, I'm really impressed.
I was very impressed too. I think she's really pushed herself out of her comfort zone. Like the judges said, you have to break yourself and try new things, and she's killing it. Except, can I just say I hated when they put her on the floor. Like, why? And then like the dancers kept just like jumping on her, and then they fucking grabbed her and like put her upside down.
Jumping on her, she's not a trampoline.
No, but they were like jumping at like towards her.
Weren't they trying to like scoop her through their legs or something?
Yeah, I can't remember it didn't work. So then she's just on the ground, and like there was no camera from above, so we could only like that was messy. It's not her fault. That is the choreographer.
Yes.
But
that one's on production.
She saved it. So I think she's one of the better ones of the night for me.
Velveteen is next to the stage. This is a Talia song I do know. Amor a la Mexicana. And she fucking destroyed this number, did she not?
I think she did. Oh my God. I was very surprised. She
Best
came
singer.
out. Best singer, definitely, out of all of them. And good performer. I think it was a really good performance. Dance-wise, she was very, like, on point. She was serving.
She felt very present. And she hasn't really felt all the way in the moment for a lot of the challenges so far. And I felt like something clicked with her this week.
I feel like you could tell she was enjoying it.
Yeah, she was having fun.
Which is what made it good when you see it. Because you're like, oh, she's enjoying it. That's amazing. I love it.
Good choreo. Cute little campy outfit. 10 out of 10.
I thought she was coming back.
I honestly thought she was going to come back.
I thought this was her comeback.
I will say this, and a lot of people in the comments have told us that the Brunos have said this is very much a pilot season. They're trying out all these different rules. I think in an ideal All-Stars season with this format, we would want it to be a little longer because it seems like there's really only a chance for one girl to come back. Yes. Only one girl has been eliminated, and we're more than halfway through the season. Mm-hmm. So when is anyone going to get to come back, and is it going to matter? Is that queen going to win then? I guess it happened with Obvious. So next up we have Sirena, and she's doing Gracias a Dios. Do not know this song. She comes out as Maria del Barrio, as we discussed, and she does this transformation into a very, very sexy Talia. And I thought she looked very hot. I liked her face.
So fucking gorgeous.
Her makeup was very,
her padding
impressive.
Was amazing. I was like, I love a drag queen that pads. I'm like,
because this was a very minimal look, so the padding needed to be like very precise.
To be precise, and it was. Yeah, and she was serving, and I think it was a really good overall performance. Like it was really giving.
This is another song I know. Rudy Reyes is doing Arrasando, and I thought this was like such a perfect pairing because this is a song that's all about
energy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this was my favorite. Her or Velvet.
I think definitely this is a really good one. I think I went back and I don't like the beginning of it.
Yeah, she has a little problem with the reveal. It's a little too big.
Well, she's stepping on the dress, it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was, but it looks like she was. After the reveal, that's when it gets exciting, and she was hitting those fucking notes and, well, not notes, but like the movements. And overall, I think she was really strong. She was one of the strongest ones for me.
Well, she's definitely one of the strongest ones. She can bench press the most. Do you think that Rudy Reyes is really good at Dance Dance Revolution?
Except she kept doing this, and I hate when a girl does that.
Can't you just see Rudy at the arcade doing DDR, doing some little...
I can see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy, if you ever come to LA, I challenge you to a DDR match. I think we're maybe on the same skill level for DDR, not for real dancing. I don't know. Do you not believe me? Mm-mm. Okay. Madison is next, and she's doing No Me Acuerdo. I don't know this song. Do you like this song?
I don't know it. I don't remember it anymore.
Maybe it's a more recent
I know she came out as one of the Marias, and then she's...
Oh, that's why she had this red dress. Okay, I didn't understand that reference.
I don't know if it's Maria Mendez. Wait, I don't know. There's so many. There's 3 Marias.
There's 3 of them, yes, famously. Well, she's not Barrio. She's one of the other 2.
She's one of the other 2.
And I like
Maria
this...
Mercedes.
I like this reveal because there was an outfit reveal, and then she sort of disappeared behind the boys and pulled her wig off, and then crawled through the legs and had done her wig reveal, which I thought that was a fun way to do a wig reveal. That was
a very fun way to do it. I think overall she's also another one that I feel like was very good.
Very strong.
Very strong. Like she was giving it, and she was serving. And
she's a performer. You can tell.
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh, that was a great musical.
That was a great musical.
Any overall notes about the musical?
Overall notes, I think we need to work on the choreography a little more. That was my only point. And we probably should put a little more auto-tune.
A little more auto-tune?
To their voices, wouldn't you? I don't know.
I agree. Do you want me to put some auto-tune on your voice right now?
Okay.
Moving on from Sergio's fantastic vocal stylings, we are going into the runway. It is La Más Pintada, a very exciting runway. Velveteen comes out first, and this is actually one of my favorites. She's doing La Creación de las Aves. What's an ave?
A bird.
Oh. And it's by Remedios Varo. This is an artist that is referenced multiple times on this runway tonight. Wings are very in this season. We love wings, but these are some of my favorite wings. Look at these golden wings. They're so pretty.
It just feels like it's like not clean. And I think that's what, for me, does not work. I think that for me, she could have come back if she had a little bit stronger outfit.
Sure. This isn't as strong as, say, her plant Digimon look.
Yes.
But for me, this was, oh, wow, I didn't realize you were a runway girl. I really like this. I like the combination of different golds. It's hard to mix metallics without it looking very disjointed. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was cute overall.
Guajardo is next. I really liked parts of this presentation. This is Julio Galan. I don't know this painter, but it's got definitely some like dark energy to it, and she's channeling that spookiness. I know I was complaining about stuff in the mouth, but I like this blood. It's so red.
Yeah.
I like the blood coming out of the mouth.
I am just like, again, it's like the small things, like her thing kind of
the
wobbling in the back and not being straight.
I kind of liked it near the end of the runway when she wasn't holding the rose anymore. She kind of grabbed it and was like moving it behind her. That made up for the wobbliness for me. That made it kind of a choice. I just feel like it was
trying to be too literal.
Maybe.
For me. I don't know. I think for me, this is the weakest of the cast.
Whoa,
episode.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I liked it a little more than that. I think it was just a little weird from the side because you saw the contraption that was attaching it to her. It was smart to do it in all black because that hit it quite a bit, but it's a little strange. Yeah.
And the back, I didn't understand who was that in that photo.
Yeah, I wondered. I would love to hear in the comments if anyone knows who is the person on the back of Guajardo's outfit. I assume from context clues that maybe it's someone who died. It looks like a bit of a memorial, but I could be wrong. Tell us if you know. Maybe that would make us appreciate the outfit more if we know. Next up to the stage is Georgiana, and this is a very famous Diego Rivera painting. And this was
horrible.
Look, you're the Georgie fan, so I'll let you take the lead on this one.
I'm a Georgiana stan, but I'm so sorry. I need to apologize for her because this is really bad.
I don't want to be too mean. The thing I'll say is I didn't like the snake, so you can take it from here.
Like, I agree with what they were saying about the makeup. Like, she can do so much better. I also like the boa with color and the dress and I don't know. I don't think it worked for me in terms of proportions. There were no proportions that were really laid out for this. I don't know. I think this is not, I don't know. It's not my favorite.
She gets called out by the judges later alongside Rudy Reyes for doing Diego Rivera and in Rudy's case Frida Kahlo because those are sort of the most well-known, especially internationally, of the famous Mexican painters. So is that the thing that we should be going to? Especially this painting of
I mean, the thing
Catrina,
is, I liked Georgiana's season 4 runway, which was a contemporary artist.
Yeah.
And this time she decided to go for...
Well, maybe she was overthinking it, and she was like, if I did contemporary on my last one, I need to do something classic and well-known for this one. And I think maybe that sabotaged her a little.
Yes.
I didn't hate it. I liked aspects of it, and she's just so charming and effervescent on stage. There was moments of this presentation I enjoyed. The judges said what they said, and I can't really disagree with them. I don't know anything about art. I really don't. What's a painting? How do you do it? Sora Nasty is next to the stage, and she is interpreting a painting by Lenora Carrington, and it is called La Maja del Terror, and it is a kind of spooky, moody painting, and she comes out with this monster face in front of her, and she's peeking out from behind the monster face. I liked that part of the presentation the most, I would say, was the build-up. Especially because I loved the blue robe with the feathers around her neck. That was a beautiful colored blue.
Yeah, I'm still processing this outfit.
It's a very interesting outfit.
I really enjoy some aspects of it, but in other ones I get lost. But I feel like maybe that's why I'm so intrigued by it. So I think overall I really like it. I don't get the whole...
I didn't get the mud.
I didn't get the mud. But I think other than that, I think I like the big mask. It's very cipher, like it's kind of the same shape.
There's maybe mud in the painting. I don't know. There might be mud in the painting. We don't know.
For all we know, there probably is. But I like the shape of it. This is what, episode 4?
Yes.
Is this her 4th episode wearing the same boots?
She loves these tall white boots, and she wore them in the Thalia challenge as well.
I'm just... asking for a friend.
And I think, and I love her. And look, it's good to have a go-to boot. I think she also has it in a silver, and she wears the tall silver ones quite frequently. But look, do we need to have 100 pairs of shoes? Shoes are expensive. It's hard to find shoes that fit.
Very, very the style of it. I'm just saying.
It was the style of the time. Yeah, I liked it.
Overall, good though.
I don't understand.
Overall,
all of
shocked at the later how she ends up in the bottom. But
I'm interested in the judgment. I'm interested in the Mario Party. Madison is next to the stage. She's doing another painting by Remedios Varo, and it is La Mujer Libélula. It's another kind of spooky one, but this one is a little more elegant and opulent.
More elegant, you're right.
I think Madison is channeling that properly.
When you put it that way, I can agree with it, and I'm like, okay, I can see it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people miss spooky.
Yeah.
The spooky aspect of the paintings that we're picking.
It's a little too pretty. Yeah, it's like shiny. It's welcoming. Like it should be a little ominous, right?
Yes.
Maybe it's just the materials that were used because they're beautiful, but I don't know that they channel the mood of the painting.
I think it misses some things. I mean, she looks gorgeous.
She looks gorgeous
proportion-wise, amazing, silhouette, incredible.
To me, the painting is giving silver and this material is giving prismatic. So that's the disconnect for me. But it is very pretty. So I'm not mad at it.
Cute overall.
Yeah, we liked it. And now we have Rudy Reyes doing the aforementioned Frida Kahlo painting. This is a rather famous Frida Kahlo painting depicting kind of her... I mean, a lot of her paintings depict her injury. But this is specifically depicting her recovering from her big injury. It's a pretty literal interpretation. Like, she has the exact dress. The dress comes off in a reveal when she falls down.
I mean, talk about a long runway.
This was long. There was props. There was points where she had the props and she put the props down so she could do the reveal. And then after she did the reveal, she picked the props up again.
Then she got on the props.
She stand on the prop. She get rolled around on the prop.
She got carried while standing.
Yes.
On the prop.
I didn't.
What did you think? Did you like it or not?
I liked the red dress. I liked her acting. I actually really thought her acting was subtle. Like when you're depicting pain, you can go over the top. And I thought she wasn't doing that. I think my main issue, and Lola Cortez pointed this out as well, was with the bandages. They were just, it looked like a mummy. Yes. It just did. You can't not look like a mummy with that amount of bandages on you. There either needed to be more bandages or less bandages, or the bandages need to be bloodier. I don't know. She
could have used a corset, and like that reads as a cast.
Like, oh yeah, like the body cast. Yeah, we saw her body cast. We went to the Frida Kahlo house.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think incorporating a body cast into this look somehow would have maybe made it work a little more. I know that's not what's in the painting.
I know that's not... Yeah, you're right. It's not in the painting. So...
But that's what we know of her recovery. So I don't know. Maybe that would have been a way to make this story work a little more. I don't know.
I was not thrilled.
I wasn't thrilled, but I also thought it was fine.
Yes.
It's really just the bandages.
It was solid.
The bandages I didn't like. Everything else was good.
Yes.
And then coming to the runway, we have Seafair.
I mean,
and we're gonna be broken records all season. I'm sorry. She's just on another level when it comes to the runway.
She's just she's in her own league. Like no one's getting close to her at this point.
The placement of these reveals and the story that is told, and the difference in her movements and her energy as these characters sort of come out from each reveal. Even the little details like having Venanito sneak out of her big fur coat. I thought that was so funny. And Venanito gets to be one of the demons as we follow this story. And it all culminates in seeing a reference to her previous winning La Más Pintada look. I thought this was just so cool.
Was this like okay, can I say that this reminded me of Moralisa's runway for this?
Why? Because it was spooky and she was going like this.
Yeah, the way she was walking.
It was very Moralisa. Yes, I could see that.
Oh, but she just killed it. Oh my god, it was so amazing to watch it. And then like when she had her other runway in the cage.
Yes.
From her season, that oof.
I loved it. The only thing I did not really get about the story of it was when she revealed the previous runway. She kind of like poured glitter on it. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know what that meant either, but it was great.
It was cool. I liked it. Sirena is the final queen to the stage, unless there's one more and I miscounted. And she is doing another Remedios Varo painting. This one is called... This one is called Vampiros Vegetarianos. And it's a bunch of fire people sitting at a table. What were you going to say, darling?
This painting, is this the same painting that Cipher did? Because Cipher did 2 reveals. She did a reveal, and I think she revealed into this.
In the first La Más Pintada?
In this one.
What?
Yes, this painting is the same painting that I saw on her Insta. So I'm like, oh, interesting.
Oh, they have the same head. I didn't really notice until now.
So I think that they both did the same painting, except Cipher did two outfits or 2 paintings in one runway. But I think they picked the same painting. So we have another
double.
Another
Night of 1,000 Madonnas situation. Yes. Speaking of, God, we're talking about Drag Race too much this episode, but I've got to do one more. I like this look by Sirena. I think it's beautiful, but I also could not stop thinking about Aja's look that she lip syncs in on her first season of Drag Race. Like, this is the hair. This is the hair. This is the pretty version of that hair, but this is that hair. What did we think about this presentation? She's got a big fire on a stick.
Nah, I think that, okay, you're bringing the props because, I don't know. I not my favorite. Not my favorite of the night.
Yeah, and we won't talk about Drag Race anymore, but it did remind me of when Gothy Kendall came out with the fire and then she didn't have anything to do with it. It was kind of that vibe. Yes. But we won't talk about Drag Race anymore.
I just don't get the hair.
The hair gave a weird shape. That was a comment that was given.
Like, the painting is like fire, or like it's not hair. So like that reinterpretation, it's like, why is it only there then? Why is it not all covered? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
You know what saved it for me was the tongue reveal.
Yes.
Not just the fact that she had a fake tongue, but the fact that she went so long into the presentation before she revealed it. And the way it came out of her mouth, I literally thought like a bat was going to fly out of her mouth. I did not know what was happening.
Yes. She's good at having those small instances to have a reveal that works.
And just last week, I was complaining that I don't like when queens have stuff in their mouth. And both of the mouth stuff this week, I liked it. Yeah. So what the fuck do I know about drag? Nothing. We go into critiques. Pretty spicy critiques this week. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of the queen being like, hey, can you bring me the microphone? I need to pop off real quick.
Can you? I guess might be a cultural thing in like Mexico versus the US, and the way you reply to someone that's critiquing you. It's like, these girls take it to heart.
They really do.
Rudy was
in her feelings.
In her feelings. I was like, I don't know. I guess in the U.S., it's a little, you just have to accept critique. And
here's the thing. Was Rudy maybe being a little too sensitive? Sure. But she had been critiqued for her performance in the Thalia musical. And she got on the mic and she was like, excuse me, what exactly did I do wrong in the musical? Because, I mean, I saw it too. I didn't see her make a lot of mistakes. I thought she was great in the musical. So I was on her side for that, at least.
They were all in their feelings this episode, and everyone was letting it out.
It's getting stressful.
It's getting stressful for them.
It's past the halfway point.
Yeah. Which, if you don't have a gold star by this point, like,
what are you doing?
You
got to win every episode from here on out.
Yes.
So speaking of gold stars, the winner of this week goes to Seafair for La Más Pintada. And look, that just makes sense. It's almost unfair.
It's just like,
there's
no way anyone else could have won that. Like,
I would never want to go head to head with her in any kind of runway presentation.
Yes.
But Casi La Más, the pink star, it goes to Soro Nasty.
It goes to Soro Nasty, yes.
I liked.
Which I also like. I think out of everybody, she was the second one. I would think that was the best.
Yeah, that outfit really grew on me. Like, the more I thought about it, it was like each phase of the outfit, each phase of the reveal, I liked what I was looking at. So it was cool.
Congratulations,
her
second pink star.
Do we think that if you get enough pink stars, does it add to a gold one? Like, tell us what the stars do. You told us so many rules except for the rules that matter, which is, what the fuck are these stars?
I know.
But Roberto Carlo, he says, wait, Ru. We're not talking about Drag Race anymore. He says, wait, Ru. There's one more gold star that we're going to give out because there was a mega reto this week. The winner of the La Más Thalia gold star goes to Georgiana.
Which, shocking.
I was genuinely surprised.
I was genuinely surprised as well. I was like, my girl did good, but it's also like, girl.
Should have been Rudy or Velvet.
It should have been Velveteen, or it should have been like even Madison.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was very surprised when she won.
And Lola Cortez does her trademark move and says, production, I don't care what you say, production. I am going to break production's rules and give a pink star to Velveteen. Very brave of her.
Very
to go head to head with production in this way. I love Velvet too. Do you love Velvet?
I'm getting there.
Warming up.
Yeah, warming up.
We go into the Purgatorio. We do some votes. We see a lot of the votes this week.
We see a lot of the votes, and we see that everybody's voting for different people. So you're like,
which
what?
makes it very chaotic. What's
because it
happen?
Means that probably the person got voted was only 2 votes or something.
Probably only 2. Yeah, honestly, maybe only 2. The first vote that we see for sure is Georgie votes for Madison. So those
girls have it against each other.
They're just gonna vote for each other every episode probably. And then we see Soro Nasty vote for
Rudy Reyes.
Oh no, our dear Rudy Reyes.
This is where I was like, okay, everyone's gonna, because I was like Georgiana's side because she wants to get in fights with Madison now, so they're gonna vote for each other. But for this one, I was like, oh my god, I thought Rudy was going to be in the bottom.
I was for sure that Rudy was going to be in the bottom.
I literally was for sure. I literally could not believe when it happened. But then the next one we see voting.
Oh yeah, we see Serena, and she votes for Soro.
She votes for Soronasi, and that's the first time we see that it could be between Madison, Rudy Reyes, and Soronasti.
Oh, and there's one more gag in Purgatorio.
Oh, yes.
Rudy Reyes tearfully into camera says I couldn't vote. And as was established in the very long list of rules at the beginning of the season, if you choose not to vote, your vote goes towards yourself. You.
But is that really true, or does she actually vote and then she just lied on camera to pretend like she couldn't vote?
Lying on camera is a great thing to do for reality TV. Yeah. So Rudy, I think maybe she's playing 3D chess here.
But also she was shocked she was not in the bottom.
This is 2 weeks in a row of Rudy being shocked by results on the runway. Yes. Guajardo, Black Star, has to go up against someone who everyone voted for. And big surprise, it is Soro Nasty.
It is Soro Nasty. We were in shock.
I couldn't believe it.
I could not believe it.
Soro couldn't believe it.
Rudy
couldn't believe it. My mom couldn't believe it. I texted her. She said, I don't know who those people are, but wow.
I was gagged. Again, this episode, every episode, it's insane.
If they keep being chaotic, then everyone will get the right amount of stars just because they're going everywhere.
Yes, they're going everywhere.
So we're hoping that will happen.
Yes.
Do you think they'll just give out 5 stars in the last episode? They'll just go crazy.
For sure. They're going to do an All-Star 7 so that queens can go higher.
Yeah. We go into this lip sync, and it is Soro Nasty versus Guajardo. And they are doing a lip sync to Si Una Vez by Selena. And this is a song that you've lip synced to.
I've listened to the song, yes, I have. There was a
lip sync
contest, and I did it.
And how'd it go?
It went very well.
Yeah. Do you want to lip sync to pretend it's playing right now? I'll put it in post and do a little lip sync for us. This is a good lip sync though, right?
Yes, I think overall from the beginning, it was very obvious who the winner was going to be for me.
Well, I just think sometimes going into these lip syncs, there's a certain momentum. So the momentum was obviously what? Soro shouldn't even be in the bottom. She's definitely going to win this lip sync.
Yeah.
But Guajardo was just given the right energy. She was called out specifically by Lolita for channeling the song, for getting the breaths, every little intonation just right.
Which is what lip syncing is.
Soro was doing a great job, but she was doing a hype up. Yes. And that's not what this song is.
Yeah, she was
I am excited that everyone is getting a chance to shine on this season. That's what's really good so far.
Yes. And it's a roller coaster. You're high, you're low, you're all in between.
Yeah. So at least the very long description of the 2 black stars is relevant because finally we have 2 queens that have 1 black star each.
Yes.
So they are still in the competition, but if they get 2 black stars, they're not, but they can still come back. So it seems like it doesn't matter.
Well, Guajardo's back in the competition.
Well, she still has 1 black star.
Yeah,
though.
But she's back in the competition because she won the lip sync.
So Soro's out of the competition, or Soro just has a black star?
Not. If Guajardo would have lost, she would have had 2 stars and she would have been eliminated. But that did not happen because she won the lip sync, so she gets to come back into the competition. So Soro Nasty gets 1 star, 1 black star. So that means that next episode, Soro Nasty is gonna lip sync against somebody who they're gonna vote for.
Maybe these rules stress me out.
They're easy if you pay attention.
Well, Let's go ahead and read some viewer comments because we've been having a lot of fun reading those. Our first comment this week comes to us from Cuerna85. I recognize that name from previous seasons, and they say, "Me encanta su contenido. Keep it up."
Oh, thank you.
They like what we do. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cuerna. This one is from Jojo High or Geo High. I'm not sure. Tell us in the comments this week. Jojo High says, "Sergio, me gusto que tu energía es muy zen, calmado."
Oh, thank you.
And there's 3 calm smiley faces next to it.
I am the calm of the relationship.
You're very famously calm. Everyone knows Sergio is very, very calm.
Yes, compared to him.
Georgieland 9175. Do you think maybe they're a Georgiana fan?
Maybe.
This person says, "Girl, they need to bring someone on to judge the outfits. Lolita does not know anything about runway looks." Whoa, coming for Lolita. Careful. And also, apparently, the respective hosts count as a judge, too, because Luis Torres said that he didn't agree with some decisions taken in this episode, but they were just 3 judges, so tops and bottoms were different. So this means the host votes, too.
Oh.
So
I didn't think about that.
By the way, thank you, Georgieland. We appreciate this. But this brings up an interesting thing that I want to talk about. They act like each person gets a vote and then they like put it into a box and they tally up all the votes. That's not happening.
That's not happening. They're coming together and they're like coming to an agreement.
Especially when you consider in the main seasons, it's the guest person who is supposedly deciding. Like, do you think production would just like let a random like luchador who drives a taxi cab be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send Santa Lucia home"? Like, no, they know they want Santa Lucia there, so they told him what to say. So I think there's probably quite a bit of that going on, even though these are, you know, people who are there every week. Yes. They're probably being told a little bit what to think and say. Do you think?
I agree with you, 100%.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me go on a conspiracy tirade. If you have any wild La Mas Draga conspiracies, please put them in the comments below. Yes, we want to hear all of them. We had a lot of fun this week. Sergio, what are you excited for the rest of this season?
I'm excited for more chaos, honestly. I am living for it now. I want more random stars to be giving out. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where these stars start flying. They could go literally anywhere. We hope that you stick with us for the rest of the season to see how it all shakes out.
Please like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. You got to do it. You got to like, comment, and subscribe. We love you so much. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.